Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly forecast. We're going to see what's happening the weekend with this lovely deck here. Then we're going to pull a spirit message for you guys from this deck here. Guys, I'm super late getting this video up. I'm very, very sorry. It won't happen next week. We'll be up early. But we're going to do a different format because the video is late getting up. And also, I know that the days are very blurred for a lot of people right now. People are like, what day is it anyway? So we're going to just see what you need to know this week. I'm not breaking it down by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're just going to see what you need to know this week. So, you guys will have to let me know in the comments if you like this format or not. Alright, so, Gemini, we have the Death card coming up for you guys here at the forefront, at the foundation of the energy. I know this is a card that scares a lot of people, but it could mean that you've got something going on with a Scorpio. There could be a Scorpio involved in a decision that you're making, or you could be working with a Scorpio closely in some way. Some of you maybe are connecting or communicating with a Scorpio. But for a lot of you, this card is just basically letting you know you're coming into a time of change where some cycle has come to a close. Some cycle has come to an end. Usually when the Death card comes up, it's not a surprise. It's not like the Tower. Like when the Tower comes up, we're like, whoa, holy moly, where'd that come from, right? Maybe we're like, oh, I should have, did this, or I should have done that, but it kind of comes out of nowhere. That's not the case with the Death card. So Gemini, I feel this is the energy a lot of you are feeling in terms of things you're wanting to change in your life, habits that you're done with, procrastination. I'm getting a strong sense of like letting procrastination go, or certain coping mechanisms, or like certain ways, and maybe like numbing yourself or things like this. I feel it's more of like a change of habits for a lot of you. For some of you, you could be putting an end to a period in your life with certain friendships or connections or relationships, but I feel it's like you're ready to move on. It's like, yeah, this doesn't serve me anymore, or this isn't right for me anymore. So I do feel in that way, Gemini, you're kind of in control of this process. Like you're the one making a decision that it's time for something else. Now, I have said this in other readings, and sometimes people don't agree with me, but it's the truth. It's the truth of what I've seen, Gemini. A lot of the times when the Death card comes up, I notice it comes up before something very positive happens. It's been just, I've seen it when I've read for other people over the years. I've seen it within my own readings. It's like something better is coming up. Like there's an upgrade happening. Something is being switched out, but then an upgrade is coming in shortly thereafter. So I do feel, Gemini, you're just in this energy to upgrade your life. And anything that's not feeling good to you anymore, maybe it was fun at one point, it doesn't feel fun anymore, and you're like just letting it go. Okay? Your next card here is the King of Coins. So there could be earth sign energy here. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign. But King of Coins usually is a card I see come up when there's some offer that's coming your way. There could be good news coming your way in terms of a job or a position. Somebody might be making you a gift of money or helping you invest into some kind of business or project. And it's just being smarter with the money that you have. And that's the main feeling I'm feeling, Gemini. To be honest with you guys, that's the main vibe I'm getting from King of Coins here, is like you're figuring out how to make your money work for you. You're kind of brushing up, you're getting educated with how money works. And I feel a lot of you Geminis are like really, really wanting to create some kind of a passive income. A passive income is an income that you earn where you don't have to get up and go to work every day, right? So you might be looking into like, different kinds of accounts that accrue interest, or you might be looking into investments, or you might be looking into ways that you can, make money outside of just going to work. I feel some of you Geminis even have this thing where you're like, I want to retire early. I want to retire early. And you may still be pretty young. Like retirement may be like far off for you, but you're learning about that. You're learning about retirement options. You're learning about how money works, interest accrual rates, different kinds of investments. You're really kind of getting educated in this way. And you're thinking of ways to make your money work for you. I just feel like you guys are getting smarter about money and how you're handling money. Those of you where you are receiving an offer or somebody's investing in you in some way, a lot of the times I see King of Coins come up because it's letting us know that we're a little bit overwhelmed by it. Like we think it's wonderful, but we think that we're not good enough for it or we're not ready for it. So we're really tempted to push it away. We're really tempted to turn it down. Where you're like, you know what, thank you so very much. That's a wonderful offer. This sounds amazing, but I don't think I'm ready for it, or I don't know if I'm the right person for it. Like we're tempted to turn it down. But Spirit's like, look, if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. It's here now because you're ready for it. They see something in you and they're offering you this offer. So don't feel like, oh, I have to turn it down, you know, because you might not have confidence in yourself. And this role or this offer, it might require for you to learn a few things. Maybe you are having to study. Maybe you are having to put in a little extra effort. But it's an opportunity for growth. And if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Page of Swords. So this is wonderful Gemini energy here. So you are stepping into your power. You are stepping into your strength and your confidence, albeit this is a page and not a knight and not a king. So this makes us feel, Gemini, or it makes me feel like you're starting some new venture. You're stepping away from something old and you're stepping away into something new, and you're getting your confidence. You're ready to learn. You're ready to gather information, but you are feeling kind of like a newbie here. You're feeling a little bit out of your element, but this is training for something bigger. Pages are actually in training to be knights, right? So, and sometimes maybe a knight can work its way up to king, depending on the circumstances, depending on the situation. It could happen, you know. But, you know, pages aren't meant to stay pages. Pages are taken on with the understanding of you're going to grow. You're going to step into a bigger role, right? You're going to have this rite of passage and you're going to do something bigger. And so I feel there's an offer coming in that's kind of helping you branch out in some way. Okay. For some of you, this could have to do something with communications. So maybe you're teaching or you're training or you're instructing others, because the page can sometimes be with communicating or speaking. It can also be writing. I have heard people say it can indicate technical work as well. So maybe you're coming into, like, if you're a tech kind of person, maybe you're getting a position in like a different branch of technology where you're having to brush up and like learn some new lingo, new ways of doing things. But again, if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. And Page of Swords, Gemini, it's asking you to speak your truth. Make sure that you're speaking your truth. Stay diligent. Gather information. I feel some of you are having like a little bit of anxiety this week. And what I'm getting also to tell you guys is just make sure you get some fresh air. You know, we might not be in a situation or position where we can, you know, go for a walk. Some of us can, depending on where we are. Some of us can't. And you might not be in a position where you can be like out and about, but try to get fresh air. If you're able to open a window and get some fresh air, do that. If you're able to go outside for a little bit, do that. Obviously, do what you can to make sure you're being safe, that you're following the rules wherever you are. You know, it's not a time to be out gallivanting about in public. But any way that you can safely get fresh air, this might be helping you with anxiety this week. I just feel like you guys are like in need of air. Your next card here is the Knight of Swords. So again here, you've got the sword energy. So you know, air sign energy, this is your element. Now, typically we look at Knight of Swords and we say, oh, conflict, drama, argument, and that could be an aspect for some of you. right? Like you're kind of coming into a new situation. Maybe you're feeling a little bit intimidated. Maybe you feel like somebody's like pushing you around or telling you to do things their way. But to be honest with you, we talked about how the page was going to grow into a knight. And knowing the way that my guides communicate with me in my readings and in my meditations, I take this to mean the transition. Spirit's confirming for you. You're going into this not feeling very prepared, but you're coming into that knighthood. You're growing or you're advancing fairly quickly. So I feel like, Gemini, once you get going, whatever this new situation is, you're taking to it like a fish takes to water. It's very natural to you, just very natural to you, right? Like when little baby fish are born and they hatch out of their little eggs, they don't really necessarily have to take swimming lessons, right? It's not like a bird that has to learn how to fly. You know, they just start moving around in the water. And so I just feel that this transition is going to feel very natural, very effortless to you in that way. It's going to be a little scary in the beginning because it's new and we as people doubt ourselves, but you are growing very quickly. Or if this is in another area of your life, if it's not a work situation, if you're trying to establish something in terms of your own business, or if you're trying to develop some new skills or do some kind of healing or self-improvement in some way, I feel this to mean you're going to make progress in a very short period of time, and very significant, noticeable progress at that. Let's go ahead and check out your spirit message for the week. And guys, I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those may resonate with you more than others. They could be very helpful in that way. I'll talk about that a little bit at the end for those of you that have questions, like the common questions that I get about that. So here we have abundance, Gemini. So see, this is coming in as confirmation for you that this offer is coming in for a time of abundance. So the Death card for some of you could be letting go of habits and things that have been blocking you from your abundance. Maybe you've had, I said procrastination. So maybe the procrastination was a big one for some of you. But abundance is coming in, and this is saying enjoy the beauty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. So that King of Coins, I feel the blessing that's coming to you. Abundance, keep in mind, is many different things. It's not just money. But because of the King of Coins, I feel money is a big part of this abundance coming your way. And, this blessing kind of coming your way where there's going to be a positive change, a positive shift. And I encourage you to look at this card and see what's jumping out at you, what colors are jumping out at you, and what symbolism that holds for you, and, get a little bit of personal connection in the general reading in that way. For me, rainbows symbolize a promise from God that whatever destruction you've faced, the worst of it is over. It's not going to happen again. And that this is a time for building. This is time for a new life, a beautiful life. A safe life. So that's how I take it. But you can take it however you want to take it. The chakras opening up and clearing, unity, coming together, light. There's a lot of ways in which we can interpret that. So take that up for your own personal interpretation. But definitely, guys, really, really positive energy coming in. It's tempting to maybe self-sabotage, but, try not to push this away. Know that if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. Because you might kick yourself later and say, oh, I wish I would have taken that opportunity, or I wish I would have taken those steps. In fact, I feel a lot of you are going to catch yourself saying, I wish I would have done this sooner. Try not to fall into that trap either. Just let it go. It is what it is. Be happy that it's here now. But definitely some upgrade energy, Gemini. Prepare for the upgrade. Those of you that have been sending me your birth charts and stuff, or you've been asking me, what does it mean? Like, what does the moon sign mean? What does the rising sign mean? How does it affect things? I will invite you to consult me, anything having to do with a card reading. I'm happy to do card readings. You can schedule a card reading with me through Calendly, but I'm not an astrologer, right? And I don't want to explain things incorrectly or inaccurately. I don't want to give anybody any misinformation. So there are some free articles in the website that I have listed in the description of my video. It's not my website. It's an astrologer that reached out to me, and he's got some free articles on there that explain, you know, like what the rising sign is, that explains astrology. So it could be a helpful free little aid for some of you who are trying to learn more about astrology. But also, they've been kind enough to offer to sponsor my channel. If anybody wants to get like a private birth chart analysis, natal chart analysis, or forecast for the year, or do like a love and relationship analysis, they've got really reasonable prices, and they've offered to sponsor the channel by offering you guys 30% off as many different kinds of reports as you want. So you can use the code as many times as you want, as many reports as you want. You'll get the 30% off the already very reasonable prices. And it can be helpful if you want to check that out. But, you know, if you want a card reading, I'm your girl. I'm here for you. I will do card readings every day, all day. I'm up for that. I just don't want to give you guys wrong information when it comes to astrology. I don't want to pretend that I know something that I don't, because I know you guys are coming to me with really important questions and things that are very important to you in your life, and I don't take that lightly. I really, like, I don't want to just like tell you whatever and just like, you know, dismiss it. And then you're like, oh, Amethyst said that this means this and this means that. Well, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to do that to you. But card readings I can do. I'm happy to do card readings. If you guys want more love and romance stuff, or if you want more channeled angel messages, those are linked in the description of the video as well. Those are the free YouTube videos that I post. And don't forget, guys, every single day on Instagram and Facebook, I do a card of the day. I do a pick a card. So tune into Amethystangellight. Not tune in, subscribe, follow on social media if you guys want to go ahead and get the daily messages that I post there. And let me know in the comments, guys. Do you like this format better? Do you like the old format? Let me know. Majority rules. So depending on what the majority says, that's what I'll do. I'll either go back to the old way, or this will be the new format. It's up to you guys. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Have a wonderful week, my dears. Take care.